Hi, in this video there will be a detailed guide for beginners on how the decentralized platform Jupiter works. I guarantee that this video will be very clear for all beginners. After watching it, everything will fall into places and you won't need to look for other videos. To start, click the link to Jupiter in the description. It's verified. Don't use links from public sources or various chats because they might be phishing links and could steal your funds. Now, let's begin. So when you go to the Jupiter exchange, we land on the main page. We currently have the swap terminal open. First, we need to create or connect a decentralized wallet to this platform. I suggest clicking the connect button in the top right corner. As you can see, Jupiter offers several methods. These includes downloading and using the Jupiter browser extension, using the Jupiter mobile app, or using a wallet that you already use frequently. In my case, it's Trust Wallet. There are also many other wallets. Specifically in this video, I suggest you download and install the official Jupiter extension. Let me explain why. Jupiter is trying its best to grow as an independent platform. On the one hand, this is good because it's decentralization. It's an extra basket to keep your cryptocurrency in. And as you know, you shouldn't keep all your eggs in one basket. Additionally, by using this specific wallet, Jupiter provides certain bonuses and discounts. Transactions happen faster, instantly, and with auto confirmations. Basically, the Jupiter platform itself recommends using this extension. If they recommend it, you should follow this advice. After that, you will be taken to the Google Chrome Web Store. As you can see, this extension has a record number of positive reviews, 4.6 stars. Usually, other wallets like Phantom, MetaMask, or Trust Wallet have a much lower rating. I don't know why, but this has really impressed me. Click Add to Chrome and then Add Extension. The wallet is now officially added. You are offered the choice to create a new wallet or export an existing one. Let's assume you are a complete beginner starting with zero, so we will create a new wallet. Click Create New Wallet. We can generate a new seed phrase or use a social login. As you can see, Jupiter itself recommends using a new seed phrase. This is best option. Click Use a new secret phrase. You are warned that you must never share it with anyone and you should not keep it in a public place. As soon as it appears on the screen, make sure to write it down on a physical piece of paper, never store it online. After that, click the Reveal Seed Phrase button. As you can see, 24 access phrases for my wallet have now appeared on the screen. After this, I click Continue. I need to create a wallet name and a password. We can enable Jupiter Auto Confirm here. I advise you to do this to make your transactions faster. As you can see, our wallet has been officially activated. Now you can open it and this is what it looks like. Now let's go back to the Jupiter main page. Accept the referral link. I recommend using mine because as you can see, you will get a 10% bonus points for joining. Returning to the main page, you can see that my wallet is already connected. At the moment, I have 0 coins. It's empty, so I'm going to make a SOL deposit to my wallet. To do this, open our wallet extension. At the top of the browser, click Receive. You will see our Solana wallet address on the screen. You can deposit Solana here from any existing wallet or any other decentralized wallet. In my case, I am using Pionex Exchange. By the way, if you haven't forgotten, if you register on Pionex using my invite link, you will get an incredible trading bonuses, discounts on fees, and much more. You can see the full list of bonuses on the screen now. The link and the video guide on how to register are in the description. Give me a moment while I deposit funds from the exchange. I've made the deposit from the Pionex. Now we are waiting for it to arrive in my Jupiter wallet, and look, the funds have arrived. As you can see, I deposited 1 Solana. It happened quite quickly. I think 1 SOL will be enough to show you the different features on the exchange work. On the main page, you can immediately perform a swap, currency exchange. This happens right on the home page. This is the most basic operation on any decentralized exchange. As you can see, in the center of the screen, there is a classic terminal for swapping currencies. You can select the crypto you have at the top and the one you want to receive at the bottom. For example, I want to swap Solana for the Trump coin. I'll swap 0.1 SOL for 2.8 Trump tokens. Look at what I can do. Market swap. This happens in real time at the current market price. Limit order. I can set a specific price at which I'm willing to buy the Trump coin. At the bottom, I set the price. For example, I can set it 10% or 20% lower than the current market price. As you can see, if I still want to spend 0.1 SOL but set a limit order 20% lower, I could buy 3.5 Trump tokens instead of 2, but only if the price drops to that level. I can set any number here, for example, minus 50%. That means at the moment the price of the Trump coin drops by 50%, the purchase or rather this exact swap will happen automatically. You can set a deadline here, such as 10 minutes, 1 hour, 30 days, or even a year. This rule will stay active always, and even a year from now the purchase will still execute. The recurring section in swap is for when you want to allocate a certain amount of Solana to buy Trump, but you don't want to buy it all at once. Instead, you want to buy it in equal parts over a month or a year, for example. This is incredibly convenient. You set the total amount, the duration, for example, 1 month, and the number of orders, example 30. The system will automatically buy Trump and set intervals, helping you average your entry price, DCA. But let's just do a classic purchase. I want to spend 0.1 SOL to buy 2.8 Trump tokens. I click swap. As you can see, the transaction happened automatically. This is because we are using the Jupiter wallet. With any other wallet like MetaMask or Phantom, we would have to manually confirm the transaction inside the wallet. Here, it's all automatic. Now let's swap it back to Solana, since I don't actually need the Trump coin, it was just an experiment. I click max to trade all my Trump tokens back to SOL and click swap. As you can see, the exchange happened instantly. Great, easy, simple and clear. The next section is the terminal. The terminal is a scanner for all tokens on the Solana network. For example, you can see the cooking section. These are the coins that currently gaining momentum. This includes both new and old coins. You can sort them by price, market cap, volume, liquidity, or price action. You can buy them right here. Just pick a token, for example, Trump again. It takes me to a more advanced terminal page where I can see the full chart. I can already see buy-sell markers on the chart from my previous trade. Since a swap is essentially a trade, it shows up right here. On the right, you have the same option to buy or sell using the classic market, limit, and recurring tools. You already know how this works. Below the trading terminal, there is a history section where my previous purchase is clearly displayed. Each token page also provides detailed info how the price has changed over the last 5 minutes, 1 hour, 6 hours, or 24 hours. To summarize, the left side of the screen has useful tools for coin analysis. The center shows the live price chart, and the right side is where you interact with the coin to buy or sell. We are back to the terminal. Here we also have the launchpad section, where you can see new coins being launched right now on the various platforms like PumpFun, Meteora, and other. You can open Pump and see all the new coins in real time. Clicking on any of them will open the same classic terminal we just saw with the Trump coin. Let's go back. Now the stocks option. Here on the Solana blockchain you can find real shares of various companies like OpenAI, Tesla, S&P 500, SpaceX, Nvidia, MicroStrategy, and so on. You can see all the useful information here: price action, market cap, volume, and liquidity. When you click on any of these stocks, you will see the familiar trading terminal. The chart looks a bit different because stocks are not so volatile as crypto, so you'll mostly see horizontal lines. On the right, it's the same classic terminal. Everything works the same way. It's simple, intuitive, and easy to understand. Next is the top traded section, which shows the most active traded coins. Then there is stable coins, no explanation needed here. It's just all cryptocurrencies pegged 1 to the dollar. There's also the organic section. These are coins with real activity. This is an integrated filter that removes bots and scam tokens. It shows coins that have genuine holders and real movement, which is very useful section. Alpha Scan. It's similar but offers a more convenient terminal for buying new tokens instantly. Just like other aggregators like Pump.fun or GMGN, everything works the same way. We see the coins organized in columns. There are new coins that are almost ready to deploy and coins that have already fully launched. You can see the analytical icons here, which are very helpful. For example, on one coin you might see that 100% of holders are snipers. In that case, the Jupiter terminal warns you with red, basically saying, bro, pay attention, this is dangerous. The tracker section is the section where you follow specific wallets and their trading activity. This is very useful if you want to track whales. You can import a list or add wallets one by one. Positions show you current trades. As you can see, I opened and closed my trade position on Trump and even made a realized profit of 0.04%. Pretty funny. Finally, watch list is your favorites list where you can add coins you want to monitor. It's all very convenient and simple. As you can see, we already have SOL and UP here. The next section is Perps. This is the section for decentralized futures. How are they different? For now, the main difference is that there are not many coins available. At this time, only 3 coins are supported: Solana on the Solana network, Ethereum on the Solana network, and wrapped Bitcoin on the Solana network. There are no other futures on Jupiter yet. How does the terminal work? It's a classic layout, just like on any other exchange. You choose the coin, and on the right, you choose how you want to interact with it. Do you want to open a long or a short? Will it be a market order at the current price or a limit order at a specific price? You can also choose which coin you want to use for the trade and the amount. It's straightforward. Let's open a test trade. I want to use a 0.2 SOL with 10x leverage. Since it's a DEX, you can go up to 250x leverage, which I think is completely madness. I'll click buy long. Because we are using the Jupiter wallet, the trade opens instantly and automatically appears right below this chart. What do I see here? The coin, the leverage used, and my current profit and loss. It shows the entry price, the current price, the total size of the trade including leverage, the collateral, and the liquidation price. I can close it instantly right here, or I can set a stop loss or a take profit for the position so it closes automatically. Setting this up is quite simple, just like on any other exchange. Just click create TPSL, set your price, and the trade will close automatically when the price hits that mark. Let's just close it instantly. I click the button and confirm. The position is successfully closed and my money is back to my wallet. Now we have a history tab. As you can see, I have managed to make 0.02 on this trade because the Solana went from $80 to 80.01 while it was open. That's nice. However, keep in mind the fees. I paid 12 cents to open and 12 cents to close, totaling 24 cents in commissions. Always remember to account for the fees. In the land section, we have the classic features for staking and earning. Here you can freeze your coins on the Solana network and earn interest. For example, you can lock your Solana and get a 4.5 APY. It's simple. A swap window pops up. You enter the amount of SOL, click deposit, and now your SOL is working for you. It's great for holders who have a lot of coins and don't want to do with them. Just lock them here and earn money. There's also a borrow section where you can borrow a specific coin by providing another as a collateral. Some users find this very useful, though I personally don't use it. Here in the multiple section, it's almost the same as a staking and earning, but with leverage. This is dangerous tool where you can lose your money, but you also can multiple your gains and earn much more. Next is transparency. All reports are here. It's very cool and convenient how Jupiter handles these. You can see the audits and how everything works openly on GitHub. You can go and check for yourself if you want to see how the platform functions. They have everything, general statistics for the entire platform, showing what they have and in which coins. It's very interesting. Then we have the predict. Guys, this is classic prediction market. I don't think I need to explain how this works. I believe you understand perfectly, just like poly market, which I've reviewed many times. You can choose events and categories and open trades immediately. It works just like any other prediction market. You buy the token, enter the amount, and wait for the event to finish. Then the funds will either credited to your wallet or lost if your prediction was wrong. The Degen section is for quick instant trades that happens very fast. As you can see, the most of these are based on price movements. Basically, it's the for real Degens. Next, the portfolio section. This is our dashboard where we can see all our assets, how much we've earned or lost, and we are immediately offered the chance to log them for interest. It's simple, convenient, and clear. Finally, the more section. This contains everything else that users rarely use. For example, the Telegram trading bot, it's at the top. If you trade with Telegram, you can set it up. And the reward section, as you can see on the screen right now, this is where if you use my link, you will earn various bonuses. By earning these bonuses, you can participate in different events. It's very cool, and I definitely recommend doing it. Basically, that's everything. I don't know what else you need to know about the Jupiter exchange. I think I've explained how everything works perfectly and made it as simple as possible for beginners. Trust me, there's nothing hard about it. At first glance, it might seem complicated, but every time you open Jupiter, you'll realize how simple and intuitive this exchange is. I think it's revolutionary. In my honest opinion, there is currently no better or clearer decentralized exchange out there. Bye everyone.